So, you've been in the gym constantly working out, lifting weights as much as you possibly can. You've eaten all kind of food and protein source, but you still can't build muscles. And now you're wondering, what in the world is wrong with me? Why is it so hard for me to build muscles? Here's the sad truth about bodybuilding. And this is coming from someone who is also a beginner because, yes, I've been doing this stuff for about 7 months. I've been pretty consistent in the gym for the past 7 months, eating as much as I possibly can. And I'm talking about good quality food, protein, and all kind of stuff. But here's the truth that I have to tell you. The reality is that you and I are not getting paid to do this. And now you're wondering, what do I mean by that? Hang on, give me a second. The truth is that you and I, we don't have the same amount of time available to do this. All of these amazing bodybuilders that you see all over the internet with all kinds of physiques, right? They get paid to do this, right? They don't have another job, right? Their job is to go to the gym, make sure they have an amazing physique, and sell you the dream, the idea that you can have the same thing if you do it just like them. But the reality is that you have probably a job, you have school, you have families, probably kids, right? You don't have the same amount of time available to dedicate yourself to going to the gym. Not only that, but you also don't have the same amount of money needed to buy all of the food that's required to build muscles. I mean, think about it, right? You're eating 4 to 5 times a day, sometimes more. And you're not eating like junk food. You're eating high quality food, right? 4 to 5 times a day. That's what it requires to build the kind of muscles that you see all over the internet, right? Not so that requires time and it requires money. I'm not saying you can't do it, right? I will never tell people they can't do something, but I want you to understand what it takes to get there, right? For you to plan accordingly, you need to understand what your situation is. So that's number two. Number three, all of the supplements, and I'm not talking about the crazy supplement that they take. I'm talking about the stuff that's accessible, right? The protein, the creatine, all kind of stuff, right? It still costs money, right? You have to understand when to take it. You have to remember to take it, right? And all this stuff takes consistency. Bodybuilding is not is not something that you can just wake up and do overnight. It takes time to build the kind of muscles that physique that you see, right? And the last thing is that on top of the food, the hitting the gym constantly and being able to purchase all of the supplements that's required, you have to have enough sleep, right? Sleep is something that's also hard to come by when you have a lifestyle like ours, where you're constantly bombarded with bills and work responsibilities and stuff like that. Now you have to find enough time to sleep, at least 7 hours or 8 hours. Personally, I don't remember the last time I slept 7 or 8 hours. It's pretty rare, right? And for you to be able to do that, you have to be dedicated to it. You're talking about months and years of consistency to have that absolute amazing physique. It's not something that you can just accomplish after a few weeks. And this is something that really affects a lot of beginners. How many of you have started doing this thing and then you look at yourself in the mirror, right? And then you're like, damn, like I'm doing this, I'm doing everything I can, but I'm not building muscles. And then you quit. It's because a lot of times it's not even that you're not building muscles, it's because you think that you should be building muscles at a certain pace that's just not realistic. Now, here's what I honestly recommend that you do right after watching this video and you still are dedicated to doing this, right? You want that amazing physique, you want to feel good, you want to either, gain weight or lose weight depending on your particular situation. What I need you to do is to take the time and understand where you are and set realistic goals, right? Goals that work for you, right? For your schedule, right? You will get there, but I need you to be realistic. I need you to take the time and look at your particular situation as far as what your job is and what time, how much time you have available, and set yourself a schedule for your workouts. And I promise you it will make a big difference. Look at your own schedule and set yourself a realistic goal as far as when you will be able to accomplish that goal, right? The time that it will take is the time that it will take. But as long as you're staying consistent on your own schedule, then you will get there. All right, guys. So this is it for today's video. I highly encourage you to subscribe to my channel. I will be sharing more contents like this and my own personal experience with bodybuilding as a beginner in the way that you understand and can easily relate to. Again, thank you so much, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.